Everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul Nguma, founder of PATTERNOLOGY LAB. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the top 3 stocks that you should be keeping in your watch list for today. And I'm also going to be answering some of you guys' questions for those of you who dropped your stocks of interest in last night's video in the comment section of that video. So without further ado, let's get started, okay? Let's get started. Today is going to be a pretty crazy day, okay? Pretty crazy day. Right now, the market took a dip, and it's not a very small dip. It's really not. This one is a pretty big one. Dip buyers try to step in here. Okay, what I really need y'all to know is that if that level gives out, if this level right here at the very bottom, if that gives out, then do not be surprised to see levels as low as 35.50 before we bounce again. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Right now, buyers are buying the supports, so it could be a situation of buy the dip type of scenario where we just see this thing go like this, right, and then drop some more, try to retest that level again. If it holds, then it goes again and then goes sideways, and then we continue back up words, all right, towards the end of the year. There could be one of these scenario, or the worst case scenario is that it just does a dead cat bounce. It just drops all the way down here and then goes like this and then goes like this and then keeps rising. All right, I don't think we're gonna go all the way down to 3400. I don't know. I'm not bearish. I'm not that bearish. Like, no, short term, especially because of this pullback, we may see some retest down here. All right, and then either we climb early or we climb late. But either way, I'm not completely bearish on it. So just keep that in mind as you're moving forward with the charts, okay? Keep that in mind. Now, the very first one that you should be keeping on your watch list for today is FCEL, fuel cell, okay? And fuel cell, it showed a very clean pattern last week, which I really liked. That pattern was right here, okay? Right there. And right now, a pullback is expected, but long term, I don't think this is gonna last for too long. Like a pullback all the way down, probably to like here, to like 815, and then going back up again towards 9, and then climbing all the way back to around 12 to $13 within the next 2 weeks wouldn't surprise me at all. So definitely keep that one on your watch list. This little drop may be temporary. There isn't any news specifically indicating towards fuel cell that I'm worried about. So definitely keep that one on your watch list for a buy the dip opportunity. Okay, for a buy the dip opportunity. It could take a little bit more. All right, and that's where you buy the dip. Right, you buy low, and then if it's not behaving, then feel free to get rid of this one. But right now, it's just setting up pretty good. It's setting up pretty good, and the market is just dragging it now slightly. All right, so that is the very first one that you should be keeping on your watch list for today. The next one that we should be keeping on your watch list for today is the stock that I've mentioned yesterday. All right, I've mentioned this one yesterday, Hua, and Hua is not completely being dragged down by the market. It closed at 21.12. And it's only down by 20 cents. That's a lot of strength. I don't know about you, but that is a lot of strength. And the daily looks great. It's gonna open like right here, and may dip back down to like $20.35, and then jump right back up again, go sideways, and then continue up to where it belongs. Okay, so definitely keep that one on your watch list for sure. For sure. All right. Now the next one that we're going to be looking at, that one I feel that one's for the shorts. Okay, we've been long for a while, so I was like, you know what? Let me try to find a bubble. All right, that way we have something that we can be like, yeah, that one's definitely collapsing very soon. And that one is apps. All right, let's feed the short sellers. Okay, so apps went up massively, all the way up to the price target and beyond, right? It was good money to be made here. A lot of money to be made right here. Congratulations to everybody who were able to make bank on that last week with me. But now it's showing some type of weakness, which is good, which is really, really good. Somebody asked, "Do you think it's good for a short?" And honestly, I don't blame you if you did buy puts on Friday. I don't blame you at all. You should be winning right now. And honestly, I think it's gonna pull back just a little bit more. A nice pullback will be healthy for the stock. And where do I see this thing going? If you look at it, like, let me clean the chart out. If you look at it on here, I pull back all the way down to, like, I don't know, $45. Wouldn't be too much to ask. Okay. But yeah, definitely watch this thing for a potential short, for an easy short, especially after buyers like myself and some other people, right? As soon as this thing, if this thing gives a second opportunity, buyers has been holding on here are gonna be like, thank you, we're gonna sell, and then when they sell, the thing is gonna come down some more. Okay, so just again, it's all about try to put yourself in the perspective of those who decided to be super super greedy over here. The stock gap down, they wake up at 5, they check their phone, they're like, oh no. And they're not happy right now, and they're pretty much hoping that the stock would pretty much do a little bounce here within the first 30 minutes and then drop. All right, because they're all gonna sell. So just keep that in mind as you watching apps. I'm not bullish on it at all because of the way it is right now. So that one could be a good opportunity for puts. Okay. Now let's talk about you guys' stocks of interest for those of y'all who've been asking for a while. The very first one is Intel. Let's talk about Intel. Intel got crushed. Like, this was so sad. Like, this was really really sad. Um, it was looking promising on the daily. It was looking super promising on the daily right here with the cup and handle, right? And as I was talking about this thing, for those of y'all who watched it, all right, this is the cup, and then this is the handle right there. And I was like, this is unlikely. Okay, this is unlikely. I'm not sure if this would happen, but I want to show y'all something else. All right, I want to show y'all something else right here. Let's see. If you look on the daily, all right, and if you look over here, right there, that cup and handle over here, followed by this drop. Unfortunately, the same thing is happening with Intel. So, am I totally bearish on Intel after it has done this thing right here? No, I'm not. Obviously, I'm really not. You can see the aftermath of what happened to Jumia. But if you look at Intel, we are literally like right over here, right there. So watch this thing for potential long. Okay, this one could be a very good dip buying opportunity. It's opening up a little lower at around 46.50, and I don't think it's gonna crumble too much. No, I don't think so. I think it's gonna go sideways, and then it's gonna continue back up to where it belongs. All right. So definitely keep that one in your watch list for sure. I didn't expect it to pretty much do exactly what Junior did. I did not expect that. I was like, I was a little suspicious that it would, but then when it did, I was like, wow, okay, I see how it is. All right, okay. But now it's looking good for a dip buy. Now it's looking good for a dip buy. So keep that one on your watch list for sure. The next one that we're gonna be looking at is a bank stock. Apparently, banks had massive news. They had massive views on Friday about buying back their shares or something like that, and it skyrocketed. All right, it skyrocketed, and now it's going back down for a dip. Honestly, I would love to see this thing drop all the way down to 120, and then go sideways for a bit before I consider this one for a long. It's right over here, so dropping down to 120 wouldn't be bad. Following by a rebound, more consolidation, and then going back up again. So I'm not bearish on this one, especially after I know for a fact that short sellers got in here short, hoping for this thing to crash. This is just, yeah, definitely keep that one on your watch list for sure. Keep it on your watch list. They probably got in here short because of the triple top on here, which is really not that clean. There's a triple top on the top right there, and they got in short right here, hoping for a massive drop, and then they got hit with good news, and the stock spiked. Worst case scenario for short sellers. Worst case scenario. So I'm not bearish on JP Morgan or all the banks for that matter. I'm really not. But hey, I do expect a pullback though. I do expect some people to take some money off the table and for them to not go anywhere for a while. Like, yeah, that's my very honest opinion on those. All right, y'all. If you got value from the video, definitely destroy the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, if you are new to the channel, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way, you get notified whenever I release these pre-market analysis videos, which are released every single day from Monday to Friday at exactly 8:15 a.m. Central Time, along with the post-market analysis videos, which are released in the afternoon. Yeah, every single day from Monday through Sunday. If you're not following us on social media, you can find me at Paul and Guma and at Patternology Lab on Instagram and on Twitter, right up here. And if you are a beginner looking to make some money in the stock market, looking to follow along and make trades, I'll have some step-by-step directions in the description of the video below. Step 1 through step 4. It only takes about 15 minutes or less to get signed up with everything you need to get started trading right away. You can also get 3 free stocks after signing up with Webull using my very first link in the description below, and 1 free stock after signing up with Robinhood using my second link in the description below as well. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Nguma with Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in this afternoon's video. Be careful out there. It could dip a little more. Okay, it could dip a little more just for like 1 or a day and a half before we see a bounce. Not totally bearish on the market at all. Okay, just be careful out there.